Hi guys, this is Sam Gabriel from ExtraHop Networks, and in today's video I want to show you how to install bundles in ExtraHop and how that's useful. So what you want to do is go onto your ExtraHop system, and at the top right there's a gear icon. You want to click on that for system settings, and then go straight to the bundles section. Now, if you have a brand new ExtraHop system, you're going to have a few preloaded bundles that are there. There's the Essentials bundle I recommend to enable. So if you click on any one of those bundles, it's going to show you what's inside that bundle. So as you can see here, we've got 7 alerts, and you can expand it to see what alerts are in there. We got 2 triggers, and what a trigger is, it's a kind of like our programming language to make ExtraHop do things that are not out of the box to customize it. Uh, there are a couple of dynamic device groups created, so all DNS servers, clients, SSL servers, FTP servers, application Geomaps and so on, and it has 19 dashboards. So I do highly recommend if this is a part of a proof of concept, um, specifically if it's a proof of concept, to turn on the Essentials bundle to be able to get all these dashboards out of the box. So it's very simple. All you need to do is remember always to click the apply for included assignments and then hit the apply button. When you do that, you're going to load. Well, let me just do it here. So you hit the apply button, and it's going to take a few seconds, and then it's going to give you a log window to show you what's been loaded. Here we go. So it gives you a bundle import status. The bundle is applied successfully. It restored how many triggers, how many device groups, and so on. It could skip some application or metrics that already pre-existed on the box. So if you're actually loading a bundle that's a newer version than the one you have on your box, you want to enable the overwrite option for existing objects. So it's going to overwrite everything that's on the box. You got to be careful if you did make changes to an existing bundle in the trigger or something like that, it will overwrite that. So just make sure that um, you have whatever you're updating saved in a separate file first. So that's how you install a bundle. Very simple. And if you hit OK and close out of here, and you go back to the dashboard, you see all the dashboards that we had in there are loaded. So if you go into one of them, network overview, you see the bundles already loaded. So what I want to show you is how to get a bundle from our community site. But before I do that, I want to again walk through these. The essentials is definitely one that you want to load. ExtraHop defaults. This is a good one if you want to learn how to create an application, um, you know, a front-end web tier, a backend database tier, and put it all together in an application container to be able to create cross-tier dashboards and view your application across these tiers. So this is a helpful guide to show you how to build a simple application, simple trigger. So it's, if you want to get into more advanced use cases, I would say to load that one. The ExtraHop Splunk bundle is our way to send metrics over to Splunk. So that you can do as well. Hl7 Solutions Bundle, this is specific to healthcare customers. So if you're not healthcare, don't worry about this. The Hl7 protocol is a messaging protocol used for EMR systems, so electronic medical records. Uh, for systems to talk to each other, they use this protocol. So we parse this protocol and we provide a lot of value around it. And you can see we have a bunch of triggers here as well. So that's something you can make use of also. And finally, real user monitoring with Boomerang. This is another one to be able to view how long people are taking to load web pages in your system and so on. Now, if you go to the ExtraHop website and under customers, you see community resources. you can go straight to the Solution Bundles gallery, and here you have all the goodies. So you'll find on the right hand side, these are the ExtraHop vetted bundles that are supported by ExtraHop. If you browse all bundles, you'll see everything. So some community bundles as well. The feature bundles, so I highly recommend to download the NetOps bundle, the Threat ID bundle, ransomware bundle, and Active Directory bundle. These are great bundles that provide lots of value. You can also browse all the bundles and look through them if there's anything here that you find useful. There's a lot of security bundles, BitTorrent, Kerberos threat detection, there's Office 365 monitoring, uh, and so on. So take a quick look at this. If there's anything you like, you just click on it and follow the instructions. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to load the Active Directory bundle just to give you an idea of how it's done. So it's simple. When you click it, it's going to give you a description of what the bundle is doing, followed by sometimes you have a updated versions of the bundle, so it'll include what's new in this version, some screenshots of what you expect from this bundle, and then the contents of the bundle. So how many alerts, what are they called, what are the triggers, and so on. And then the installation instructions. So it gets into detail of how to install, how to upload a bundle, how to apply a bundle, assign the triggers, and so on. And sometimes there are fields in the trigger for the bundle that you might want to tweak. So in this case, for Active Directory, these are some settings. Set the failed login disable interval. Um, so, and what it's equivalent to in Active Directory policy settings. Same thing with the account lockout duration. And then talks about enabling a trigger, assigning a page if there is a page attached to it, and also alerts. Then you have a bunch of comments at the bottom. So you need to be logged in to be able to download a bundle. So let me log in here, and then you'll have a download now button. You can download, and it comes down as a JSON file. So you go back to your ExtraHop box, you upload, you can choose the file, just drag it. There we go. And once again, you're gonna have a list of all the things inside this bundle. Remember to always apply the included assignments and then hit apply. This tripped me in the very beginning because I would always check this and hit OK and nothing happens. You actually have to hit the apply button before you hit OK. So it gives you a log for everything that's been loaded. Just hit OK, OK. And what I always like to do once I load the bundle, go back to the triggers and view the trigger that was in there and make sure that that's enabled. So if you see in this case Active Directory one assignment, that means it is enabled. If the bundle came with the trigger disabled, you're gonna see it show up as disabled. So what you want to do is go here, check it, and just click enable, and the trigger will start to fire. So that's it. Once that happens, all you need to do is um, go back to the dashboards, and you should have the dashboards that were included in the trigger there, or in the bundle there. So here's your Active Directory, and it might take a little bit of time to load. There you go. So the bundle will show up here. Of course, everything is 0. I just loaded it, so you got to give it some time for it to collect metrics. Some bundles will light up right away with metrics because sometimes um, they're only a bundle of a dashboard that's using built-in metrics that were already collected beforehand. Some other metrics or some other bundles utilize new custom metrics, such as this one, where it actually needs some time to start building the custom metrics as we see traffic coming in. One last thing I want to talk about, there is a bundle called the Exa Connector. So that one is typically used by SEs for proof of concepts in the beginning. We don't like to use them in production unless you know exactly what you're doing, so that you don't, overload the Explore appliance, or you don't consume some of your lookback if you don't need some of the records. So what I mean by this is basically when you go to bundles again, and this bundle is not on the ExtraHop site. Talk to your SE if you need that. It's called the connector, Exa Connector bundle. Let's see if we can load it here. There we go. So what it is, it's a simple trigger. So we're going to apply it and show you what the trigger looks like. So I had it previously. So what I'll do is I'm actually going to override it here. Okay. And let's go back to the settings, triggers. Here it is. And what it is, it's actually bringing all events in. So for any of these events, SIFs, database, web, whatever you see here, it's actually writing records from the Discover appliance straight to the Explorer appliance. And what these records are, these are actually individual transactions that we see on the wire. So in this case, you can see, database, DHCP, DNS, all that good stuff. And when it sees all of that, it's going to commit these records straight to the Explorer appliance. So this is helpful to be able to see all your transactions for all these protocols on the Explorer. So that's it. You save and close. Sometimes it gives you this validator. It's validating if there might be a potential problem. Usually disable validation in this case. We know this thing works, so just save it and close. And then what will happen is now if you go to the records, you're going to see all the records that you just committed start to show up on the left-hand side. These are all custom records that we just built. Well, some of them are custom, like this GeoIP. It's part of another bundle, and some of them are what came with the Explore connector, the Exa connector. So SSL, HTTP, these are all built-in records. So these will definitely show up right away. There's also the flow records, which is a layer 4 it's kind of like NetFlow, but we call it the ExtraHop flow. So you can see, who's the sender, who's the receiver, IP address, and ports. And if you select all, you're going to see a lot more metrics in here as well. So to enable this, actually, this is a bit different. You have to go straight into your Discover appliance, go to Administration, and go to the bottom here, Automatic Flow Records for ExtraHop Explorer settings. And you got to check this box to enable it, and then hit Save. And that's going to automatically start to collect records for layer 4, which we call flow records, that are going to show up here. Again, don't enable flow records unless you really need it, because it's going to overload the box. But in most cases, if you just want to take a quick look, see who's doing what, because most of these metrics are already going to be collected at the layer 7 records that you see here. So in this case, port 443 is going to show up under SSL open and close. So you don't necessarily really need it unless there is a protocol that ExtraHop does not parse natively. You want to take a look at the records there. TCP port, I don't know, 10,000, that is not well known. It's maybe a custom application you have in your network and you want to see the flow records for that. That's when you probably want to enable flow records. So hopefully this video has been helpful to let you know how to enable bundles, how to look at the Explore records, the native built-in flow records for layer 4, the native built-in records for layer 7 as well. If you have any questions, just post it in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you.